Okay, so yeah, it should be live now, hopefully. So yeah, we're loading into Genshin right now. Currently have 111 present, so need to go ahead and get that spent. I just got off of Star Rail. The double planar sphere event is going on, so I went ahead and used up all the emulsifiers that I saved. I saved 4 from this week, so because I didn't really know when it was releasing. I thought it was releasing next week, so I thought I would have 8, but I had 4. Um, And you can do it 12 times. You can double them 12 times, I believe, total. So, still got to get a few more. I got 4 HP Space Healing Station Planar Spheres and decided that it's all rigged and not worth my time, pretty much. So, yeah, I'm trying to get Kafka relics. I got a decent Hook relic for my Hook Kafka team that I want to make. But outside of that, like, most of my relics were pretty garbage. I was a little
Add
bit
abstract.
upset. I thought I would get like something good. Like the hook relics that I got were like above average at best. They were not even what I would consider good relics. Like the planar sphere, it rolled effect hit rate twice, which is fine since I'm wanting a hook burn thing. And then the planar sphere I think rolled defense twice, which I think is also fine on destruction characters in general, but it does feel bad. I did not do Memory of Chaos because I forgot to do that. I was going to do that before I started streaming. Um, but yeah, I need to do that. I still probably can't finish Memory of Chaos, but I can get pretty close. Why are my commissions not in Mondstadt? Are they in Leo? What? They should not be in Leo. Why is it on random? Should be in Mondstadt. I did not change that to random, but okay. You know, I've never done commissions outside of Mondstadt, so I guess this will be a good time to start. Gave me to go collect wood planks.
Time to go.
Is the staircase actually going to be fixed? I mean, not that I've really used it that much, but... Oh, apparently they're all downstairs. I did also ascend my Welt. So now Welt can reach level 70. I still need to farm
Time to go.
relics, because I need more hook relics too. Like, that's the nice thing about farming imaginary relics for me is I need hook relics, I need Asta relics, I need Yukong relics, and I need Welt relics. So that and the electric Holy Hem set one, where you either get Kafka relics, Genuine relics, Serval relics, or March 7th and Japard relics for me. So those are like my 2 best places to farm for relics right now. Hold on 1 second. I forgot to do the daily check-in for Genshin too. Can you do that? Okay, let me set this to autoplay because I'm not reading it anyway. While I go grab the daily check-in. I need to open up the maps and stuff too. I had to close my maps earlier. Okay, it's 5,000 Mora today, so that's pretty good. Interactive world map. Okay, so that's pulled back up. I don't think that lagged the stream this time, luckily. So are those permanently fixed? I wonder. I did this right. Um. Okay, yeah, I already did the survey. I was gonna say I might have to turn off the screen for a second to do the survey. If not, but I already did it. Oh, that should be in the background. Finally got the stream open on my phone so I can read chat. That's what I do it off of. This is like over here.
Time
Yeah, I
to go.
wonder why these got changed to random. I thought they got changed to just Lewa specifically because I was doing story quest in Lewa. But yeah, there's some stuff to farm for too today. I got a bunch of condensed resin yesterday, and by a bunch I mean 2 pieces. So that way I could do some weapon farming today.
Into the wind. One with nature.
With sword comes shadow. Ready, go! Incoming.
Teleported into the water. Hello? Oh, that's weird. These are really far apart.
Stay put.
The wind knows me. One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my nut.
Don't blink.
Hey, that one's dead. Right? Oh no, it lives.
Cut to the chase.
Into the wind.
It was like very much alive.
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Treasure hoarders are pretty nice since I pretty much always need treasure hoarder items for whatever reason.
Germinate.
Clouds high. The birds call.
I actually don't have to. I never heard it.
With sword comes shadow.
Did they pick the wrong test subject again?
Wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Don't blink. No damage, you away.
Why am I bouncing around?
Into the wind.
Incoming.
Somebody got friendship level 8. 45. I'm actually on 44 on Star Row. Weirdly enough. Like, I would think that I would be a lot higher than 44 in Star Row since I bought the deluxe version of the pass that gives you 10 extra levels. Then again, the pass is released at different times in Genshin and Star Row, I think. Okay, daily commissions completed. Go see Catherine, get some primo gems. I think that might be enough for a pool. But I could be wrong.
Add Ash. Thank you for
No, it's not. It's a little short. Um. Okay, so for weapons today. No. Okay, so I can't enhance the Sword of Dissension anymore, and I don't even need to. It's at 80. I technically could enhance this if it's available today. It is, but I'm not really gonna mess with it at the moment. Widsith can't be upgraded. White Tassel can't be upgraded today. I guess it's just Prototype Star Glitter, and yeah, that could be upgraded, but really I just need to do this domain like 2 or 3 times, and I should have enough. Oh wait, I get both. I guess this is the same domain. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Your character will be continuously draining your energy. Lightning bolts fall from above. Okay. So this is an electro related domain. Like electro enemies. That's a bit rough for my team, but it's not the worst. I can still cause quicken, and it's not like my damage is that bad. My physical damage.
Speed of light.
One with nature.
The main issue is slimes. Can't really do anything to.
Got lucky that time. Propagate. Cut to the chase.
That's weird.
The wind knows me.
I like got out of the skill charge.
Over here.
Yeah, it seems like Patron still does the most damage out of anyone.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Unsurprisingly.
Go away. The merrier. Look at me.
But yeah, 139 for an electro domain. It's not bad. That's pretty good drops too. Okay, let's go ahead and increase this. Okay. Gets that energy recharge rate up. And also that attack is really nice too. New Spiral Abyss drop today too, right? Or yesterday. So we need to do that a little bit. I can get started in Spiral Abyss. I can't actually finish it at the moment with this team. Got 2 out of 4 on that. Should I make this R1? No, I probably don't need to. I already made that mistake in the past with A though. I mean, you technically get more, I meant R2, but you technically get infinite crafting things, so I mean, it's not too bad of a mistake, but I just need to do trounce domains more.
There you are.
The wind knows me.
Let me amuse myself.
I only do them like once ever. Get rid of my... That's so rude.
Terminate.
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Into the wind. One with nature. The wind knows me.
Yeah, if I get 2 more purples out of that, this isn't too bad.
As one with wind and cloud.
Incoming. Hey, nowhere to hide. Over here. Stay put. Speed of light.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Blink. Incoming.
Yeah, the reason that took longer was because it counts the time before you actually start the challenge. So when I was upgrading Rosaria's weapon, it counted that time. It didn't give me any purples. It does seem to just directly copy the reward you get rather than do 2 rolls, which is interesting. So like if I didn't roll like a single purple there, and if I would have rolled 1 purple, it would have given me 2. In Star Rail, it basically treats it like you do the domain twice rather than do that exact instance of the domain twice. Like in this game, it's treating it like it's the exact instance of the domain it's directly repeated. I guess is how I would phrase that. Like I'm not really sure, but might get the idea. 162% energy recharge. It's not bad. The reason Long Length is bad is because I actually don't have energy recharge on her. I have White Tassel, which is not that good. I mean, it's like fine. I could definitely make the free-to-play weapon, and that's better, but I'm wanting to get the catch for her because it's best in slot, pretty much. Like,
There you are.
best in slot 4 star by far.
Into the wind. One
It's
with
better
nature.
than some 5 stars on her, right?
Propagate. Cut to the chase. The merrier.
Okay, oh, that doesn't get, oh, that does hit the skill. I was gonna say, you should have enough energy recharge to where that gets its skill back
Spring forth.
Into the wind.
for the burst.
Hook.
The wind knows me.
Ready, go.
Yao doesn't do too bad of damage to slimes with White Tassel, or Black Tassel, or whatever. Since it gives that boosted slime damage,
Propagate. Speed of light. Hook.
interestingly enough.
Sword for shadow.
Into the wind.
Yeah, 11,000 damage number on this enemy is really good, since they're electric resistant.
The wind knows me. Time to go.
But yeah, I'm just using all my resin here. I was gonna see what my adventure rank is currently looking like. I was wondering what that button did.
Are you?
Into the wind.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Oh, they did not do what I thought.
Terminate.
Wind strike.
I keep like pressing the button, but then it goes away as soon as I press it.
Birds call.
Nowhere to hide.
Okay, she was already dead, unfortunately.
Stay put.
Okay, these slimes though.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. One with nature.
Propagate. Oh, blink. Incoming. Spring forth.
As one with wind and cloud.
Hey, go away. Cut to the chase.
Into the wind.
Speed of light. Hey. Let me amuse myself a little.
Time to go.
Oh, hello. I am just farming this domain for a bit. I had saved up my condensed resin for it last night to try to make my Rosaria a bit stronger on the second team. And then I might try the new Spiral Abyss afterwards. Doing pretty good. Oh, she comes out.
Over here.
Slimes are pretty okay.
Into the wind.
Now he's removed my energy
One with nature.
from this.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Nowhere to hide. Don't be scared. Scatter.
Okay, I think they were already defeated.
Into the wind.
I didn't hear them.
Propagate.
The stream's going
Germinate.
pretty good.
The wind knows me.
They just finished commissions and now trying to just get a few resources.
Stay put.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind. One with nature.
Over here.
7 to 8.
Into the wind.
Ha! Don't be scared.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Over here. Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
Wind strider.
I try to stream once or twice a day, but I usually stream probably like the amount of days that I stream are usually about 5 days a week. That usually means probably about 10 to 11 streams. And then I usually stream for 2 to 3 hours at a time.
There you are. Scatter. You play.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind. Time to go.
Propagate.
One with nature.
It's mostly just Genshin and Star Row for now, but been trying to see about streaming like One Piece card game or just whatever game comes up
Scatter.
at whatever time. Like whenever Tears of the Kingdom came out, I played that on stream. I thought the other enemy was nearby.
Propagate. Stay put.
So if there's like a game that's coming out that I think is interesting, I'll probably try to stream it. Like I think the next one will be Spider-Man 2 for PS5 whenever that releases.
Blink. Incoming.
I
Time to
use
go.
like all of my energy. Everything that I've used as far as like artwork goes was just made by me and like Photoshop a little bit, but I've been like talking to someone about maybe getting artwork. I kind of want to wait until I get affiliate
Here.
in Twitch, because I'm like at the point where I could reach affiliate. I just need to get like one more condition met for that, and then once I reach affiliate, then I might get more professional art, but until then I kind of just want to stick with what I have, or
One with nature.
like I might make something else myself in the future, but I'd rather not pay for something unless I reach affiliate on Twitch.
Propagate. Don't be scared.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Germinate. Ha! Good. Let me amuse myself.
Into the wind. One with wind and cloud.
The more, the merrier. Stay put.
knows me.
So let me head here. So I can stand next to the crafting thing. Okay, so Rosaria weapon is this. Okay, so I need 2 of those. I think I can make that. I'm just gonna go ahead and convert all of these to the tier 4 ones. No, I'm good for now. I might look off stream or something, but I'd rather wait until after streaming since I got started about 20 minutes ago. And then Rosaria weapon pants. I mean, these don't really do anything to put them there, but okay, then the next one is the 5-star ones. So I think I'll just get all the weapons up to 80 for now, and then focus on getting the characters to 80. I don't really think I want to increase Black Tassel
There are
anymore, though.
leaves around, and I know just
My
the
Discord
tune
is
of your
just
company,
unpaused.
if you
No
wish to hear it.
number or anything. Catching up to 85. I might increase this one to 90, I'm still not sure on that. Okay, what's everyone's levels? Get that up to 80. It's already only levels 60.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour, one with nature.
Sway.
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is really quite tame.
Oh, never mind, it wants to fight this team. I was gonna do it with my second team, because the second team can actually do it at the moment.
Spring forth!
Into the wind.
Nowhere to hide.
Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Go get you! Don't blink. Scatter!
Wind strider.
May I write it? Let me just make sure. Yeah, this is just that is my Discord name. They don't have like the number system anymore for
Speed of
tracking
light.
it, so that's just a name that I put in.
Propagate!
As one with wind and cloud.
Got lucky that time.
Hey, that did a bit of damage actually.
Shadow.
One with nature.
Don't blink. Germinate!
Hopefully that was enough. That. Okay, yeah, I'll look at that later off stream when I get a chance. I'm just gonna make one of these. 'Cause I imagine that's enough, right? Oh, I'm actually too short on these. I'll have to wait for that to respawn, so while that's happening, I think I'll go try to find some Valberry things, and those are... I need to get their interactive map for that. There's 19 sources of Valberries, but they have 3 each, and they're all in, like, one spot, so it's not gonna take too long to get them.
Quite a downpour.
Time to go.
And usually that leads to finding a chest. Oh, I was actually choosing that. There. Um, yeah, they're like right here, the first two.
You blink! Don't blink! Nowhere to hide.
Get Hyper Bloom in the rain.
Into the wind.
Scatter!
There's actually one of these here too that I want to follow for a second. And then I'll go back to getting the berries. That's right here.
A fateful offering.
Oh, thanks for following.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Okay, so there's that, and then... Get back to actually finding the berries. I think they'll probably be close to here. I think there's a character I can pick that might have a way to spot them.
Time to go.
I'll look at that in a second. Okay, so where on the map are they? There should be one, like, around here. Oh, right here. Okay, so that one had 4. I need 32. Said Rosario. Oh, they all have 4. That'll make it fast. Yeah, I'm at 14.
One with nature.
Yeah, getting her Ascension passive, I think, is... Or, I don't know if it's a passive, but just getting that extra bonus damage will be pretty good for the second team overall, so I'd like to get her to 70 at least.
The wind knows.
And then I can focus on other characters.
You give, you receive.
Did I... No, I'm gonna collect the one that's over here, because it's gonna be this way.
Time to go.
Okay, so that's 18,
Time to go.
Then if I go up here, it's going to be at the top of the mountain. Probably faster to go this way.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Speed of light.
Next to that, and then there's some up here.
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Looks like the shadow went like to the sky. For a second, that's kind of strange.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Propagate. Don't blink.
Okay, the next one's right here. I think this is the last I need to grab for now. Yep, that makes 30. So then I've gotta go fight the thing one more time. Okay, so I can turn off the interactive map for now.
Going in. Time for your arraignment.
What did she get as a buff? Was pyro damage up? Yeah. Or all elemental damage up, technically, but mainly pyro damage. For Yunfei.
Adventure time. You're toast. Lights out. Breath of the flame.
Oh, I didn't realize it was going to do an attack like that. But yeah, Yanfei's pretty good at taking care of that enemy.
Good. Getting stronger
Okay,
means
new
finishing
talent.
jobs quicker.
Is that 934 attack? That's pretty good, actually. Considering the artifacts are not that good. But yeah, just add in the new voiceover line about sending. So what's this Shadow Samaritan? Casting Rites of Determination increases crit rate of all nearby party members by 15%. Zarya's crit rate. So yeah, I need to get her crit rate up for sure because I doubt I have that much. Yeah. Is it Elemental Mastery crit rate on teacup? Crit rate, crit damage. So yeah, these have to have crit rate on them somewhere, right? It's not 2 to 1, and it's only a 3-star, but it'll get the job done for now. Because if she has 100% crit rate, that only gives 15% crit rate to everyone else in the party. So it's like really hard to actually get any value out of this, I'd imagine. This isn't that good of a piece. It's so close to actually being able to get something else. I don't want to get rid of attack rate. I'll get rid of physical damage bonus. Yeah, it maxes it out, but just getting that increased crit rate I think is pretty good. Yeah, 22.9%. So, oh, hello. Let's see if it's 22.9% total, so it's 15% of that. It's about 3% crit rate bonus to everyone, so can definitely be improved further, but it's not too bad. So go ahead and heal. Yeah, I think now I can move on to the quest. So I think this is Xiao's quest. Let me switch back to the main party. Or it's whoever was on the story quest next. I did, oh no, it's Albedo's, right? Because I did Ganyu's last time. Oh, Rosaria's here.
Sister Rosaria, so here you are. Choir practice is about to.
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but.
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't
I swear I've
be.
heard Rosaria's
People
voice
aren't like that.
somewhere else.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then. Right, I've gotta get going.
Riju and Natasha. Let's see.
Seems like that sister sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a trickster at best.
Oh, and Sai from Persona 5.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where, and you think I'm the trickster?
Wait,
Yeah, she
heard
sounds
that?
pretty much exactly like
Paimon
Sai.
was whispering so quietly.
And as for this outlander you seem to be following... Huh. So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from Storm Terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
Okay, so this is related to Albedo. I thought that there was a Rosaria quest that I missed.
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant. I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
I should just be able to follow the marker for now.
Run with nature.
Back in Dragonspine, I still haven't actually finished all of the main stuff you do in Dragonspine.
You know,
I
little
haven't gone here outside of just visiting outside.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in your example? Speed of light. Hey! With sword from shadow.
I think Rosaria had mentioned something about Paimon
As one
following
with
us
wind and
when I
cloud.
accidentally skipped.
Spring forth!
I guess this is it.
It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm alright. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
Huh? Seems like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
I'm gonna grab one of these. Oh. Can't do a trimming attack. That makes it where the cold stops spreading as quickly. For a bit. Albedo went pretty far into Dragonspine. Seems.
Time to go.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger?
I don't seem to be messing with them.
Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough talk. Let's take them out of the picture first.
you? Why did you alarm them? Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly churls unfinished.
What's up with painting hilly churls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow! Look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly churls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Ugh, something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
Hey, goodbye, Rosaria.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! Ugh, what a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct? Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously. Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
What else?
Whoa,
Or
you wanna
Liza always
start
talks
with
about
that?
during the Genshin
You're
ads.
right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
It's possible. But I will do everything in my control to ensure your safety. Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
Will Beta be considered the risk? I don't think the Traveler would be. Where is Rosaria? I could technically level her up, but I'll probably just keep leveling up. Swing for now, get her to level 90. I'll have to
Silly
look at the
question.
Discord
How
stuff
do the
off
seeds
stream. It'll
sprout?
be a while
Will it
before
grow
I'm
into anything?
ending, but whenever I end stream,
I
I'll
don't know.
take a
I
look.
feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using
I'll
alchemy to
probably be
awaken
streaming for
otherworldly life into
another
that
hour or
would
two.
constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature. Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
I want to see what Paimon says.
Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springfield to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
Slimes! Slimes are fine.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Okay.
Stay put!
Into the wind.
Cut to the chase.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Scatter! Ah!
The wind knows me.
Propagate! Uglade! Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Speed of light. Yeah. Yeah.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready. Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry, In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry. Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved, but if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
One with nature.
Here, should do for catalyst purposes.
The wind knows me. Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds.
I'll manage to catch whatever that other thing was, too.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Isn't there another piece here? I guess not. Wait, I need the star glitter, or star silver ore for something else as well.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Yeah, they're usually the
Hello.
ones.
I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa.
The ones at the, like, alchemy table thing.
You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses, perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements.
I guess it's fair.
Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregis vine, or even a wildflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world. Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep
Right here.
calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell. I've just tried some. It's in line with my expectations. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell. I'll be noting down all observable results and data points.
Hey,
Doesn't sound very rigorous. Surely there's another approach.
here's the potion.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What's happened to her?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same, they can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an eye of the storm. Have I explained it clearly enough? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward,
Yeah, I feel
you
like
can use your
Albedo's hiding
elemental power
something.
without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit. Mr. Albedo, say something.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Alchemy work tables, some potions, and other apparatuses are laid out here. These what Albedo uses to investigate the world. It wouldn't hurt to touch it, would it? Board with some incomprehensible experimental reports stuck onto it. Still, you can tell that progress is being made on those experiments. Shelf packed with books and potions. Looks like the owner has a habit of reading and researching potions simultaneously.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Not to worry. They're all for alchemical purposes. You'd be hard-pressed to find an everyday use for them. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements.
Albedo just isn't. I would figure that Albedo would ask me what the other world would be like at this point, but I mean, maybe they're getting into that now.
But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side. Do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment. No, no. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves. I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. That does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves. Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem. How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again.
Wait, what was it? It was chicken something.
Where does it get these ideas from anyway?
Oh, sunshine. That's right. What's that other food? Is it just salt? I think it's just salt, so I have to go to Mondstadt to get it. There was a really high-pitched noise for like half a second and then it went away.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
To my specs. I'd like to have a sucrose around. I'll just buy a couple of salt, since I seem to always need it.
I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep undisturbed.
And Timaeus travels around the world pretty fast. Okay, Noel, make me another one. Didn't happen again.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results. An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy. As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... Could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look. Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight!
Elemental sight for lost items. That shows up on elemental sight. Oh, I guess because it's...
The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it! Still in one piece! Good thing the vial's so strong!
I was gonna say it's made out of wood, so it makes sense to show up on elemental sight, but it's also surrounded by a room of things made out of wood. Same thing with this.
This must be electrohypostasis powder!
Hey, I got the
Goodness.
stuff.
You managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep! Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning. In essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities.
Okay,
Let's
starting to
start
get
with
a bit of
physical.
a plan.
Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing? And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then? So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Okay, it's just still on Dragonspine somewhere. there. I think this way is faster.
One with nature.
Thought that would cause things to summon an updraft,
The wind knows me.
but it did not. The Jade Chamber's over there. Can't see the needle from this side. It's up there.
You want us to jump from up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us.
So any
Some
method,
of us
basically.
would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research. Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
I was gonna try to jump over the water.
Time to go.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway. If it turns out that the natural laws of Tevat do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tevat do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting. I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So
You know
after
their
all
connection
these
to Conrio?
experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence. Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
Oh, it's like down here. I think that's probably be the most effective way to reach it.
Into the wind.
Oh, I missed the important one.
The wind knows me.
An Anima-powered tornado.
Germinate! Hey, go!
As one with wind and cloud.
Speed of light! Don't blink!
Not the best of timing.
Time to go.
There's the ruin guard buried in the snow.
Yeah.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test. I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. A tried and tested adventurer, I see. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like. It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
How do I keep these things open? Maybe I don't mess with that one for now.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
I can kind of tell what that puzzle wants me to do. I just need a bit more information first.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds come.
Don't be scared! With sword comes shadow. Speed of light! Hey!
Okay, one here. It's this way somewhere. Probably on top of this.
The wind knows me.
Oh, I can see it.
Time to go.
I have to let it, or I have to let it get to shore first. I'm gonna get it here.
Into the wind.
That froze me during my teleport.
Propagate! Spring forth! Speed of light! Nowhere to hide.
One with nature.
It went over here. Okay, so that helps.
Time to go.
Kind of. Oh wait, that wasn't even where it was. I see. Okay, yeah, that got it. I thought that it had run all the way over to the other side, but it hadn't yet. It's still over on this side, but it's gonna be on top of these ruins over here. Right here. Yeah, I knew that I needed to get another one of these for that puzzle because I've done a similar one
It
somewhere
should now
else.
be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out. Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Is it the otherworldly plant?
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You! You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous potions? Participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps, you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
Oh,
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo!
Hey. Hello, Albedo.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned.
Guess you're not aware of
Under the effects of Tevat's natural
relative?
laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself? It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your
That's
help
one way to put
inspired
it.
me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again? Well, Glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling her how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
Okay, so they have some power holding them back, I guess. But yeah, kind of interesting one. I was engaged the whole time at least, so um, definitely one of the. It's not one of the worst stories, but probably not one of the better stories. I would say that was like an okay one. The Zhongli one's probably been the best one so far, though. But yep, time for Kokomi pool of the day number 1. Starting off with a slingshot. I did one of those pyro hypostases the other day, and it almost like destroyed me. It wasn't that close. Maybe I should grab some XP books and finish leveling up PJ. I do have a lot of resin left over because I spent one of my things, so that way I could level up or ascend Rosario. I'm still gonna level her up as well. Yeah, I still think the goal for this week should be to try to get Kazuha to the point where he can reach level 90 as well by the end of this week, so I've still got to do that. But it's only Wednesday, so I've got time. Yeah, I'd rather not spend too much more condensed resin. I don't know why my ping has just gone away. The stream is fine. Trying to switch to Xiao Xiao and nothing was happening.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Speed of light.
Yeah, you don't get daily XP books in this game unless you do these. Like in Star Rail, where you can just summon XP books whenever. And of course you get experience books from doing the story quests. That's another reason that I'm doing them. Outside of just wanting to get them completed in the Prio gyms. Because I am still leveling characters. For now. It'll be like next week I'll get the second team to where they can ascend to level 80. I'm probably not going to get them to ascend to level 90. I'll just leave that Dendro slime alone. It's not bothering anyone.
Into the wind. One with nature. Falling leaves. Adorn my night.
With sword comes shadow.
It's going to do no damage to the slimes.
Into the wind. Clouds hide. The birds come.
Stay put. Propagate.
There's going to be one more this way.
The wind knows me.
Scatter.
That skill doesn't do too bad of damage. Whenever it connects at once.
Don't be scared. Speed of light. Germinate.
Time to get fallen leaves. Adorn my
Nowhere to hide.
never wrong.
Test subject.
One with nature.
I tried to swap over to Costco.
The wind knows me. Into the wind.
Speed of light.
Should replace my hammer.
Okay, that's the last one for now, right? Yeah. That one only dropped 4 purples. But yeah, it just gets so much more expensive to actually upgrade characters now. Yeah, I'm at 235,000 more. I was at like 1.8 million at the start of the week. So it goes by pretty fast. I could discover that. There should be another quest to do. The latest chapter. Okay, so this is for Xiao. So yeah, they were in the Ganyu story quest bit and in the main quest as well during the Liyue section. Weird hilichurls.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there? Paimon thinks so too. We've seen plenty of hilly trails before, and they're always the bad guys. But this is different. Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshu Inn too. Oh, the guests are in great danger. Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really guilty. Let's go take care of them.
Incoming! With sword comes shadow.
These super evil hilly trolls are more difficult to defeat than the usual kind, too.
I wouldn't say so.
Hey, seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing. Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He scared off all the hilly trolls.
Did the stream die? And that was weird. It said connecting to chat. I think I'm good. Oh wait, I don't hear anything. Oh wait, there's not even a sound to hear flipping through that. I can hear the in-game music though. Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't know why it disconnected to the stream for a second. It shouldn't have done that.
Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you mention it, this guy's mask is kind of similar to the one that he wears.
Yeah, the stream
But the
seems
magic
fine.
he was using seemed even more adeptacy than Xiao's. Shall we go say hi? Ahem. Hello. Allow us to introduce ourselves. This is...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Cleansing the world of evil is the duty of the Adepti. Think nothing of it. One certainly doesn't. Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer inspection it seems that we have not met.
My name's Paimon, and this is my sidekick.
One sees. One too shall introduce oneself, for it is good manners to comply.
Traveler just didn't respond.
The one before you is the Adeptus, Master of Stars, though one is better known to one's followers as Star Snatcher. One descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should cross. Now, tell me that which you wish for.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Leela were just really good in battle. You mean you can grant people's wishes too?
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the stars loftier than the mountains, clouds, and moon? Yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers. One would have you first speak to one's followers, and only then make
They
your
are really
verdict.
excited in the background. Okay, I just skipped the thing because they were just standing there.
Have you seen the Master of Stars in action? His power truly hails from the divine. I believe that now there is finally some hope for my ailing father. Watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. A true Adeptus, no doubt about it. Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions was like night and day, I tell you. Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty adeptal to me. Could have also been because there was mistflower in it, though. Adepti medicine is surely the most potent. My father will recover soon, I just know it. Sure, you have to make some sacrifices if you seek help from an Adeptus like the Master of Stars. I had to give a few antiques as offerings. But my father's life is worth much more than a few old relics, right?
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is around, do they? I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that needed transporting recently. So I asked the Master of Stars if he would make the journey with me, as presumptuous as that was. Reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up his talisman. We didn't have the slightest bit of trouble the whole journey. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services of an Adeptus is a monumental affair. Just look at the Rite of Dissension. So I can accept it, but I doubt that most from outside of Liyue would be willing to.
Finally, a life full of hope and purpose. Oh, are you believers too? After my fiancé had been left, I cried every day. But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of my fiancé and casting the ashes into the ocean at sunrise. I can't explain it, but it really worked. I know in my heart that he'll return. This is not some sort of positive thinking trick. I'm certain of it. I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering. After all, if not for him, I wouldn't be getting my fiancé back, in which case I wouldn't need it anyway.
Hey,
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart. Surely you jest. There was once a senior Adeptus, Xie Wuliang, known to the people as Liangzi. He said this: all things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
Nope. It makes them way more complicated. But basically what you're saying is that their wishes can come true, right?
Indeed. You are perceptive, my diminutive friend.
Okay. So we also have one other question.
Oh? You need but ask. One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One reveals not one's visage, to avoid further disturbance to this realm than is necessary.
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes? One senses that a tragic tale lies behind this wish. So be it. This wish is not beyond one's power to grant. But first, one must see some proof of your faith.
What's that supposed to mean?
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek the profound truths that lie beyond them. Should you fail to perceive one's hidden meaning, then regrettably, one may lend you no aid.
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all. Oh, that's right! Some of those believers mentioned that they had to pay a pretty sum for the Adeptus' help, didn't they? Well, Paimon's not forking over anymore, and we don't have anything valuable enough on us.
Have a few
You
relics.
don't even have a vision. Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food, can they? Yep, a tasty snack is sure to work. Why
Yeah, I
don't
agree
we
with
head
the
over
food.
to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new recipes in?
Time to go.
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yes. Here, and keep the change.
Oh, aren't you generous? Thank you for your patronage.
Hey, isn't that, Star Snapper? What a coincidence running into him again! Did you hear the name of the book he just bought? Was it Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti? Well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Why would an Adeptus want to buy a book about himself? Really? What's so fishy about him? Huh. That's a good point. None of the other Adepti we've met seemed like they needed anything from anyone. Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Maybe we'll find out something about this guy that we can use.
I haven't thought about it for a second.
Hey there! We'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti. Do you have one in stock?
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut become a bestseller? You're a rare breed of youngster if this is what you like to read. But you should be able to find a copy somewhere on that desk over there.
This is the one! Let's see what it's all about, shall we?
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where
Oh,
the
hello
shadow
there,
of
Morax.
evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished, without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
Venti was there too, for whatever reason.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of
Thought the game
Adepti who
crashed
defend
for a second.
Liyue. Seems like a pretty niche topic. Was there anything that stood out to you? So, there used to be 5 main Yakshas, but supposedly only one of them is still alive today. Do you think that it could have anything to do with that Star Snatcher guy? No, surely not. He doesn't exactly give off the impression that he's been suffering for thousands of years. The book says that the wrathful spirits of the gods defeated during the Archon War can sometimes cause plagues, monsters, or mutations. All of which sound pretty horrendous. Hey, wait a second! Paimon wonders if... Do you think those super evil hilly churls we saw earlier were the mutations that the book's talking about? The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the gods for thousands of years, became bound by karma. Poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods, the Yakshas would often descend into indescribable fits of terror, rage, or agony. It's so tragic. After everything they went through in all their years of protecting Liyue, they got no reward and had to deal with so much suffering instead. Yep, Paimon thinks we've already summed up all the key points. So back to the matter at hand. The things we need answers on are 1, where did those super evil-looking hilly churls come from? And 2, what does Star Snatcher have to do with the Yakshas, right? Now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. Let's part the fog of mystery that hangs over Dwayne Karst and let the truth shine through in its full glory. To be honest, Paimon actually hopes he is a real Adeptus. His exorcism technique seemed real enough at least. But if we get our hopes up, there's further for them to come down. So it makes sense to investigate thoroughly first, just to be sure. Alright, let's head back to Wangshu Inn!
So, do you buy or not?
Back to the end. Okay, it looks like Star Snatcher is here.
Flee at my command, foul demons! Flee! Why won't you flee?
Uh-oh, looks like Star Snatcher's in trouble. And there are innocent bystanders here too. We have to step in. Stay put.
The range knows me.
Don't blink.
I don't get it. Why didn't the Sigil of Permission do anything? Has the evil aura of these hilly churls grown in intensity?
Sigil of Permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar? Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepti, so it must still contain traces of their power. No wonder he was able to scare those monsters away earlier.
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely underslept, meaning that one's adeptal power is not in full flow. Were one but given another opportunity...
Well, as it happens, there goes another bunch of evil hilly churls over there. Should we leave them to you then?
One suddenly feels ill at ease. Surely one has overexpended one's adeptal powers. Otherwise, one would surely purge these infernal beings at once.
So you were just bragging after all. We were right to be suspicious. Come on, Traveler. Looks like it's up to us. Use your elemental sight and hunt them down.
One is merely feeling unwell. One hopes that you shall not spread these tidings wantonly.
Okay, time for more elemental sight. Oh, they're just over there.
Incoming. Oh, it's that conqueror of demons again. No wonder. Paimon was just wondering who could have made such short work of these hilly churls. Let's see what a real Adeptus has to say about all this.
Hello.
It's you. I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you are exorcising demons. How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean... Yeah! Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he? So that means... Oh... Poor Xiao!
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need of sympathy or tears. My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh, Paimon's sorry.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence, so we shall part ways here.
Wait! Take us with you! We'll be a big help! Paimon promises!
No need. I am used to fighting alone. And in any case, these mutations originated from me to begin with.
Well then... Oh! Consider it Paimon's penance for being accidentally rude just now. Please?
Well, come on then.
So, Xiao, you've been suffering from the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this. But in recent years, other living things have suffered, when the burden should be mine alone to bear. I must reflect on this.
Oh.
Ooh, this place gives Paimon goosebumps.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All Evil to relieve this place of its karma. You must remain calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by the lingering wrath of bygone gods.
Oh. That's interesting.
Useless.
What does Xiao do exactly? I know that he's Animo making DPS. Another noblest user. Is he kind of like Blade, where it does more damage with less HP? So yeah, he uses his HP. So. Also, Zhao and Kazuya would make it where you like never use stamina. Pretty sure. Man, those are a lot of damage numbers everywhere. Sure, having the rest of my party here would help my damage quite a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna let the charges build up on the skill.
Bane of all evil. That must be the power you got for being a vigilant Yaksha, right? Paimon's just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time too.
Star Snatcher. I am aware of no Adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Okay. Okay, there it is. Got some healing. Also this jump height though. Yeah, this isn't gonna lead to another pool just yet. After all this, I'll be a little bit over halfway to one.
Useless.
Finally get the HP restored for the kills. That did a lot of damage actually. I think shield's not going anywhere anytime soon. I need to fight this thing,
Shut it!
or else I'm gonna die. Okay.
It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time, the consequences would have been unthinkable. Now, this Star Snatcher you speak of, what is the situation?
Ooh, Paimon will tell you.
An Adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily deceived by such blatant lies.
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes, Xiao?
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for boons unearned. Millennia ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
To be honest, an Adepti who grants people's wishes is probably more appealing to people nowadays.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Oops. Paimon spoke without thinking again. Oh, one more thing. That fake Adeptus has a sigil of permission. It's what he uses to exorcise demons.
Wait, truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they have been congregating here. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must confiscate his sigil of permission.
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show that trickster what you get for trying to fool us. And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us too. If Xiao were to teach Star Snatcher a lesson, you can bet he'll never dare to pose as an Adeptus ever again.
No. I only slay demons. I do not kill mortals.
Who said anything about killing him?
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him to cease his wicked ways. I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul from the body, that one might cultivate oneself in a waking dream. But it can also be used to call forth the spirits of others.
Whoa. Now that's a real Adepti art for ya.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A censer, 7 lamps, and something to reduce the temperature.
Reduce the temperature. Oh, some mist flowers will probably do, right? But as for the censer and the 7 lamps... probably not the kinds of things they're gonna just stumble across in the wild.
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant road on the southern face of Mount Tianheng? The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yakshas. You should still be able to find some ceremonial items there. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall, and I will teach you how to use this art.
The spirit soars the mountains high, while the body rests as the world goes by.
Sorry to interrupt you, but...
Well, I'll be. Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti, but to pilfer the tools of worship for their own ends.
We know it's rude to ask, but we just need them for a short while. Honest.
For the Dream Trawler ritual, I trust.
How'd you know that?
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some understanding of the Adepti arts.
Wow. Paimon's never heard of that happening before.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here, in any case. Nothing that you need concern yourself with. Please, take what you wish.
Ooh, this temple will probably have the kinds of sensors and lanterns that Xiao wanted us to pick up. This sensor should be fine, right? At least it isn't as run down as the shrine. So next, we just need to grab the 7 star lamps, right? The sooner we start, the sooner we'll be done.
Okay, 7 items. It doesn't look like elemental sight works on these. In a way. 4, so 3 more. Okay, they're right here.
Paimon thinks we've got all the ones we can use now. But let's say bye to that guy before we... Huh?
Oh.
Where'd he go? He was right here.
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me and simply be on your way.
Ah! It's that guy's voice. Hello? Where are you?
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was an illusion, created by the Adepti art known as mortal lingering. Now that you have taken the 7 star lamps and sensor used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you. I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself. Yet my strength failed, and I was slain in battle. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see a modern Liyue, and so I took the liberty of performing this ritual here. That aside, you were sent here by the Conqueror of Demons, were you not?
So, you two know each other then?
I sense his aura upon you. That and the heavy burden of his karma. Even after all these millennia, he still must endure such tremendous suffering. I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases. You sacrificed your life for Liyue, didn't you?
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror of Demons must bear, death seems to me to have been the easy way out. A selfish indulgence, even.
Pervases.
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions, but by the same token, it is hard not to be melancholy on the anniversary of one's death.
True.
The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two, and please pass on my regards to the Conqueror of Demons. If only I could taste some authentic grilled tickerfish once more. By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil.
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. Paimon really hopes that at least someone will remember Pervases the Yaksha. We should get going. But let's come back here and make an offering sometime.
I think it's better to go from here than the Jade Chamber. There's also whatever this thing is. I still haven't done. Oh, and there's a seal thing here too. Top of the two king statues from Lord of the Rings. I don't even remember where the location is. Is this on the way to Rivendell? Or out leaving Rivendell, maybe? I don't remember. It's been a while since I watched those movies. By a while, I mean like maybe a year? Because I watched them with a friend who had never seen them pretty recently, but before then it was like 10 plus years since I had watched them.
One with nature. Into the wind.
But yeah, I've read like a bit of the books too. I can't really stay focused when reading stuff without pictures. So like I could read manga for hours, but I can't really read traditional books that much anymore. I can read like web pages though. Or like posts on social media and stuff pretty easily.
Who says
For whatever reason.
to a life of wandering?
And I could read like a 500-page report on calculating damage numbers for like Star Rail or Genshin or whatever for reasons, but just reading like a normal book doesn't really keep me entertained. Oh, after nightfall. Let's go to like here. Yeah, they spawned in as I was doing that. Thought I might have to leave and come back.
Have you gathered the items for the ritual? This sensor and these lamps. Their designs are flawless, almost as if they were made specifically for use in the Adepti arts. Where did you come by them?
Oh, and, he says hi!
Pervases. Yes. This does have the hallmarks of something Pervases might do. As I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. I hope that its present state will allow him to rest in peace. Well then, let us begin preparing for the ritual. Place the censer in the middle, and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed. Yes, this will do. Now, the next step is the key to performing Dream Trawler. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow.
Seems like a real rigmarole.
That's how that's
Adepti
spelled?
arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Do not dismiss their mystical workings as rigmarole.
I've heard that word before, but I've never seen it spelled like that. I thought it would have something between the G and the M, because it sounds like there's some sort of vowel there. Because there's another syllable between the G and the M, but...
Failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one's own body, or cause the spirit to be sundered from one's flesh permanently.
Stop talking! Paimon's sorry!
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts, and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin! Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly. If you have no other questions, let us begin.
Then we meditate. Ugh. Paimon really doesn't want to think about that fraud. Bring forth sin! It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire one arrow each at the glowing parts, right?
Let me go get Kool-Aid.
We finished the ritual! And we followed all the instructions to the letter.
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two get ready to greet him.
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless, dead. Impossible. One was just lying in peaceful repose at Wangshu Inn. Wait, that must be it. Of course it must. As expected of an adeptus such as oneself. One must indeed be in a dream.
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you truly think that one will permit such insolence in one's own dreams?
Alright, time to take him down a peg.
Oh, this isn't the greatest party for this.
Followers when one needs them. Hey, stop it! Stop it! Ow! What's happening? Please stop! I surrender! I surrender! No! No, never again. You almost killed me. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you two? Please, great Adepti, spare my life. I won't do this ever again, I swear it.
We did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti. He, however, is.
You deceive the masses with quackery, masquerade as an adeptus, exorcise demons without exterminating them, and display a callous lack of regard for life. One day, you will reap that which you have sown. For those who invite the infernal into their lives, there is no redemption.
Doing good.
Seems like Xiao's got him scared stiff.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name?
Oh. Yeah, I'm just doing Xiao's quest.
It really is you. It's truly you. Never in my life did I imagine that I might meet the conqueror of demons, the vigilant Yaksha himself.
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. I learned the tales of the conqueror of demons at his knee. To this day, I am an avid collector of books concerning the Yakshas. But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission while rummaging through my grandfather's personal effects, at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for fun. But slowly, I began to stray further and further from the righteous path.
I'm at Victory 51, and then I'm doing Zhao's story mission at the moment for quest. I still have 2 more Archon quests to do, but I've done like the main like overarching story for like the Archon quests of like meeting Greater Lord Rikadavada and all that kind of stuff.
Huh.
Nahida and all
So
them.
to sum you up, you're Xiao's biggest fan?
Yes. Thank you both for allowing me to witness the conqueror of demons in the flesh. It's like a dream come true.
That wasn't quite our intention.
Please allow me to swear this oath before the great conqueror of demons. I swear to turn away from evil, to live an honest life, and to never again stain the name of the Adepti.
I will remember your oath. Now go.
Thank you. 1,000 thanks for your forgiveness, and for all that you have done for Leah.
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath there. Guess he won't be tricking anyone anymore. Oh, wait. We haven't gotten the sigil of permission back yet. Let's head over to Wangshuin first thing tomorrow and look for him.
So go ask about. Okay. That's it.
Hey there, boss. Star Snatcher's staying here, right?
Star Snatcher. You mean the false Adeptus who wore a mask? He signed in here under the name Wang Ping An. He's already checked out. He said he wished to go on a solo pilgrimage. Ah, yes. He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler who journeys together with a talking fairy, should they come asking for him.
Talking fairy? Who's that?
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler. Here's the letter.
How strange that he would leave a letter for us. Is this the final attempt to fool us, maybe? Come on, open it! Paimon's curious! Huh? Seems like he actually left us a few nice trinkets. Along with... Woohoo! The sigil of permission! Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time.
Wait, if you want to pause and read this again, I'm not reading all of this. It's a bit too much for me.
Anyway, let's go take the sigil of permission to Xiao, shall we?
Oh yeah. Oh, you're down here. Oh, that would be on the balcony.
Ah, there you are. We got the sigil of permission back. Do you want to take it?
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled tickerfish.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Huh. No almond tofu this time? Well, that's not like Xiao.
Tickerfish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
Huh.
By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed to eating alone.
And so, Detective Paimon and the trusty traveler solved the case and quietly slipped away.
I got the Genshin ad music going in the background. Oh yeah, my party's incorrect. Okay, time for another level, 88. So that was 2. Those were pretty short ones, but I don't really have enough time to do another quest at the moment. What is the Acer? I'll only get 8 more of these. That's like 4 more streams. Said complete the Acer Palmatum. Whatever that means. Is that a quest that I haven't even unlocked yet? It is, actually. Interesting. I need to complete the prerequisite quest related to the Raiden Shogun first. That's locked behind this. Yeah, there's like a few more locked quests and stuff, but did one pull on stream. I've still got to do 3 more for today, so I'm gonna go try to get that done a bit later. Sorry. Yeah, a bit later. Because I've got a few other things I need to take care of for now, and that's why I'm ending things here. But yeah, I'll be back and doing some more story quests tonight. I might do more than 2, depending on how much time I actually have to stream, because I should have a while tonight to stream, but I'm not entirely sure just yet. But that'll be it for now, because I'll see everyone in the next one.